All right, welcome back to WSAV's coverage of the 195th St. Patrick's Day Parade. We are just finishing up here with the largest group, I believe, in the entire parade, the 1st Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment. You see them there.
Wow, 600 marching in today's parade. They participated in parades most years, but these guys deserve a round of applause and a great big salute.
Many times they are the first ones into some of the most dangerous spots out there. Alice Messina used to work with us. Her husband was a ranger. I know lots of those guys. They are willing to put themselves in some spots that you never want to be.
I wonder if this is the largest entry we have today.
I don't know if anybody's going to be bigger than 600.
Yeah. It's a lot of soldiers.
That's a lot of soldiers. I don't think, even some of the clans aren't quite that large.
And if you notice, some of them actually have kisses on their cheeks.
Oh, they snuck it in, huh?
Yeah, they did.
Well, it wasn't on camera, so nobody's going to get, picked up for that. So.
They also have 4 Jeeps. You see them running around in this parade in those Jeeps. Some of those families with their children.
I like to see the kids get involved and enjoy those great-looking Jeeps from back in the day, the Gold Star families.
And right behind them, you see the banner for the Night Stalker Association, the Savannah chapter. They're pretty new to this parade. They started marching in this parade just last year.
Yeah, that's great. I just saw the sign. It's a helicopter used in the Korean War for evacuations.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, they're honoring those who were killed in action.
Yeah, they're a very secretive group, but they do incredible things for families when people have been killed, and for that group in general. So they've done amazing things.
Well, we'd like to thank them, take this opportunity to thank them for everything that they have done and will continue to do for families in our community.
Absolutely. It does remind me of the old, as I date myself and thinking of MASH, because that's what they did, evacuated people by putting 2 people on the side of the helicopters and evacuated them out. I mean, think how far that we've come for evacuating medical patients out compared to the Korean War.
Right behind these guys, you see the Catholic War veterans following them.
Well, I think before we get to the war veterans, apparently we have the Low Country Down Syndrome Society. Always good to say there. We're all different, and that's what makes us better and different, and that's special. That's important. These guys, they do some great events every day. The adults and kids who are involved with this truly need this society and love it because they get to make friends. They make to really just have a great time and do more and not just feel like they're trapped somewhere.
And they have a big march every year, too, a big walk with proceeds benefiting this organization. And they say to March 21st, wear Mitch-match socks.
We should. I do it naturally, but that's just me.
But if you do it this time, it's to bring awareness.
There's people throwing koozies at us now as the USO comes through.
Yeah, he has on a cape and some green socks.
So why not, I was going to wear a cape and green socks, but I passed.
That's normally my outfit every day.
But that's before you get into the studio. That's all you wear that for.
Did we recognize the USO of Savannah?
No, I think we're doing it right now.
Go
ahead. Featuring their hardworking volunteers that serve our military at Hunter Army Airfield and Fort Stewart, and those at the Savannah Airport. And we want to thank these guys for supporting our troops.
And I think Natalie Hendricks is down there talking to one of the USO members or one of the Memorial Committee. Natalie?
Hi. Hey, you know what? I've caught up with quite a guy. Let me tell you, the oldest veteran here, let me tell you, 97 years old?
96, take it easy.
96 years old, and you have quite a day coming up because you're going to be going to the 75th anniversary.
In Normandy, and we're going with, I'm going to represent the 8th Air Force and one other guy, and we're going to go to Dunkirk and Fiest and Dieppe and all those places.
All over the place. Well, happy St. Patty's Day to you, and I want you to shout out to everybody along the route.
Come on, Natalie, don't put another year on the guy. I mean, he's only 96.
He said 96. Take it easy.
Oh,
Let's not rush that 97.
He's got it going on for 96. So, boy, Normandy, not many of those guys out there. So, this is a great time right here. The Yonkers fire pipe and drums here for everybody.
They can barely hear you over the sirens. They're straight out of Yonkers, New York, one of the crowd favorites. They said that they fell in love with Savannah day one. They first participated in the parade back in 2013. They said they love coming back here, and many of their members have traveled here separately with their families, all to add to the fact that they say that New York has the number one parade and we have number two. I think it's the other way around.
Clear.
Otherwise, why would these guys come to Savannah to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
We should ask them. They clearly want to be here, not in New York. So why aren't we number one yet then?
I think the weather and the people have something to do with it. This is the best place that you can be to celebrate St. Patrick's
Yeah,
Day.
nobody wants to be in New York where it's 48 degrees right now when they can be right here in the middle of this.
In Boston, I heard that Boston's parade kicked off with 10-degree temperatures this morning.
No, no thanks.
That's
I'm
not
gonna
St.
pass.
Patrick's Day. This
No.
is St. Patrick's Day.
Exactly. And actually the weather's perfect. It's just cool enough so everybody won't be too hot and be overwhelmed by the weather, by the heat. So.
Yeah, and slightly overcast today, but that's okay because that sun that normally beams down on us is not here today, and that's good. That makes it even more pleasant.
Means everybody goes back to work Monday without massive sunburns. That's all that comes down to.
We're taking a look at Savannah Fire and Emergency Services and Savannah Fire Local 574.
These folks protect us every day from the fire out there. 574, the local union, the IAAF.
I want to give a shout out to Chief Mark Revenue, who's on that fire truck somewhere, or maybe he's walking.
He could be. Knowing Mark, he's probably walking,
probably
is my best guess. So Mark's done a little bit of everything now. Former pooler chief, now he's the fire chief. And no, that's not his baby, though.
No.
But she's very cute.
She's adorable. She's adorable. But he's very active. I think I actually did a fundraiser with him. We were playing baseball over at the Bananas Field for charity. And he did a great job.
How'd you play?
I did okay.
Yeah?
I did okay. Yeah.
What's your position?
Any.
No, but Chief Revenue, he's a big hockey player, too. He's gone down to Jacksonville and played ice hockey, for a lot of years. So luckily, I don't see many broken bones on him, so he must have survived. Or he must be that good.
He must be that good. Along with the Fire and Emergency Services, you see the family members of the Savannah Fire and Emergency Services Advanced Firefighter Jimmy Perez. They're watching in the parade as well.
Yeah, Jimmy passed away 2 years ago on St. Patrick's Day
Hello,
from a rare
hello.
form of liver cancer.
I was going to say, I love you
We
all.
honor him. I better shut up. Hold on, everybody. Let's bow down to the Queen.
Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some warriors in it. My H.V. Jenkins High School Crimson Symphonic Sound Machine Warriors. Let's just pause for a moment and listen to my favorite entry in today's parade.
There's a big smile on my co-host's face as this comes up.
As it should be. Look at them go. The mighty warriors, the Crimson Symphonic Sound Machine of H.V. Jenkins High School. I want to give a shout out to the auxiliary unit, the Crimson Delight today. And look at the drum majors. They are ready. Okay, red and gray they're wearing, but they do have the young ladies in the back with their green on.
Okay, just making sure.
Just making sure
We do
that
not
they don't
want
get
anybody
pinched.
from Jenkins get pinched.
No, not at all.
That's very important.
Still representing St. Patrick's Day, but also our school, the Mighty Warriors.
And you have to understand, you saw a very, very brief snippet of Kim dancing. There was full dancing during that entire moment that we were not on camera. I can promise you this.
Let's go Warriors. Oh, the Matrix move.
Ah.
Nice.
You still do that?
No.
We got to let Jenkins breathe, enjoy the
Yes,
Jenkins
let's
Warriors
enjoy
for
it.
a moment.
Enjoy our Mighty
And
Warriors.
see the green, the mighty, mighty Warriors.
But you know, I think right now it's time to take a break and have some more Jeopardy with Kyle Dennis.
That's right, Kim. We are testing your St. Patrick's Day knowledge. I've got two contestants again. This is Courtney and Tyler, both from Savannah. Now, Courtney has lived here 30 years, but you said this is your first parade.
That's correct.
What do you think? Is it blowing you away? Is it exceeding all of your wildest expectations?
It's very exciting down here.
But Tyler, you've been down here before, so you kind of know the drill.
Probably been 2 or 3 years since I've been down here last.
And you told Courtney you ought to get with the program and come down and check it out. All right, so let's test your St. Patrick's Day knowledge. I'll give you 3 categories, and you can pick one, and then I'll give you your clue. So your categories are chow down, potent potables, or powerful plants.
Potent potables.
Potent potables, okay. So here's the clue, and you have to give your answer in the form of a question. It's a popular drink made up of coffee, cream, and whiskey.
What is an Irish coffee?
That's correct. All right, we got another winner. We got 2 winners. Courtney with a water bottle for you, and we've got one for Tyler. Thanks so much. Hope you enjoy your first parade, and I know many for you. And we will have more Jeopardy rounds coming up in a few minutes. Kim and Andrew, over to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Kyle. You know, while you were talking, we saw the float for the Savannah Chatham County Public. What? I'm eating a bratwurst.
You're eating a bratwurst. It all went down.
Savannah Chatham County Board of Public Education, our superintendent, Dr. Ann Lafayette, on that float. They've been doing this for many, many, many years. And you know, folks from all over come to experience St. Patrick's Day in Savannah. Folks who are new to WSAV are experiencing it this year, including our very own Alyssa Carsley. She is here decked out in your green. Wait, I think you have to say that again because I don't think your microphone is up.
Yeah.
Is it up yet? Okay, let's try it again, Alyssa.
So this is the only green dress I own because I can't wear one on the green screen.
But now you're excited.
Now I'm excited. Now I have one.
Okay, so tell us, what do you think about today's parade?
Oh, it's amazing. You know, I've been to Mardi Gras in Mobile, Mardi Gras in New Orleans, but this is very different. Very different. I love it. It's a sea of green, that's all I see.
You even made sure you ran back from the studio so you could enjoy the
Yes,
parade out
yes,
here.
exactly. I got here, now I'm enjoying it.
And the reason that we called her over here is because she was doing a dance on the
I was
sideline.
enjoying the music.
Well, continue to enjoy it. Listen, thank you for being out here.
Thanks.
Have some fun. All right. So Alyssa's going to be here. Well, no, she's going to go away and have some fun. That's more important than being here with us. So, thanks, Alyssa, so
Thanks,
much.
Alyssa.
So we'll be out here with the KISS FM guys and girls. Miss St. Patrick's Day 2018 and 2019, I believe, with them.
We couldn't hear for the sirens, but you did say the 2019 Miss St. Patrick's Day and her court, along with, I think, right in front of them, CJ, the DJ, is on the float with them.
That's good. 38th year for the Miss St. Patrick's Day
Wow.
contest as well. Glad we gave CJ a shout out too. Important.
Yes.
I like CJ.
And they gave us that pageant wave. Did you notice?
It is. I don't know where I've seen that before other than Natalie Hendricks.
There's an
so.
art to that, you know? There's
Is
a
there?
way.
Do you know how to? You've done it very well.
Fingers
so.
closed.
Oh.
Yeah, graceful.
See, I don't know these things, so you much more knowledge of these things than I do.
Here we have.
I've hosted a few pageants. I haven't been in any.
You haven't been in one. We need to get you in one. Now, we just saw Chatham Emergency Services, but right now, Chris Hummer is in the studio talking to folks who are watching us online.
It's not an emergency here. We are having so much fun. First of all, let's take a couple looks at some of these pictures we got here. First of all, this little cutie right here is Lucy. She is our Jeffrey Williams' daughter. This is so exciting. And then we've got, oh, look, somebody's kissing a BC cadet. I think that might be my kid. She's all over there. And then look at this tiny baby. That is, it says, handsome little lad. While you look at him, I'm going to read you some tweets. We finally got the Twitter working, and I'm so excited. Okay, I think we have a winner on Who's Farthest Away. From Sherry in Barbados, she sends a shout out to Kevin Tarazona. She says she loves him, so now it must be true because it's on the internet and on TV. Kristen in Shelton, Connecticut. This is great. She's watching to see her mom, who is marching to honor her late brother, IAFF Jimmy Perez. He passed away on St. Patrick's Day in 2017, so that's a wonderful way to honor him. And then Brian Fleming is in Dallas, Texas, having breakfast with his family, Reed and Amy, and he says he loves WSAV's live stream of the parade, our smiley crew, and he calls us #DreamTeam. So I'm going to leave it with that because that's a great thing. Back to you guys.
Oh, that was a really cute little baby you had on there, Chris, too.
So adorable.
We love seeing those. They're decked out for St. Patrick's Day.
We also love seeing these guys.
The United States Coast Guard, Savannah boat and truck out here. The auxiliary members are going to ride. The other ones you see there will walk beside. 20 years.
Wow.
20 years they've done this.
They also take part in other parades, including the Veterans Day Parade, of course.
The commanders are Norm Witt and Peter Brown out here. They're the commanding officers of the Marine Safety Unit Savannah and the 7th Coast Guard District.
And right behind them, you see the U.S. Coast Guard Savannah, Admiral Charles Ray and Commander Brian Erickson.
Glad they were able to get off the water long enough to come out to the streets.
And overall, a pretty nice day. A big kiss she just threw to us.
That was just for you.
Was that for
Yeah,
me?
that was
Okay,
for you.
thank you. And they get beads from Becky.
While we're here, beads
While we're
from
here.
Becky. Well, you saw Station Tybee out there, and now you see Johnson High School breaking it down.
Okay, we see, you can't see him, but I can see him, Jordan Stiles. He's giving us a big fist pump because this is his school. Want to listen to the Johnson High School Atom Smashers. Head. And of course, Natalie Hendricks is on the float with them as well. Hey, Natalie.
I was going to in this float because if I can take a little break and hop on board, and you know who I'm with the crew. I got Tina with me, Chris with me, Ben with me, and they're having the time of their lives.
Yes, we are. And let me tell you, Natalie, the crowd is fantastic. This is an amazing St. Patrick's Day parade in Savannah. They're all excited about being here, and we love every second of it.
Ben, Savannah knows how to throw a party.
I mean, and the party starts before this party. I think one of the funnest things is that, you kind of stage your float in an area by the same people every year. So you get to know the people you're kind of waiting to queue up and sort of get in the action. Like it's become such sort of a community inside of a community.
Well, and let me tell you, you couldn't ask for better weather. Chris, thanks so much for giving us such great weather here.
We got rid of the rain showers. It's comfortable. It's nice. And so everybody's having a great time. The energy is so high this year. So it's really been a great time so far.
Well, we're having a great time along the parade route, and let me tell you, nobody does it better than WSAV, okay? So happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody.
Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. And she was serious when she said that.
She had a
Nobody
point.
does it better.
Nobody at all.
That's kind of like my clap, you know?
It's
She's
important.
serious.
Clap when you get serious.
Yes, and point when you're serious.
Yes, that's the other thing you can do.
But we're on your side, and we're in the parade.
It's good, and they don't have to walk around. They like to stand there. They do a good job. There's a
There's their
storm
storm
tracker.
tracker.
Always good to see them too. And they've got a band behind them to play too. So
Our very own band, our personalized band, which happens to be the Groves High School Marching Rebels out of Garden City. They've been doing this parade since 2004.
that's a long time. Groves does a great job. One of our local bands who always plays strong and still not as good as Jenkins, of course. But I would never.
I'm not saying that.
never
Don't get
sully
folks
those.
mad at me.
I would never
Andrew
sully
Davis.
the name of Jenkins. So, but they do a wonderful job.
Miss Shrianna Bird is the director. Let's take a listen. Okay, that was the Groves High School Marching Band right behind Groves High School. One of my favorite parts of the parade is seeing the Ailey Temple Shriners. These are the Ailey Iron Knights.
This is just the beginning of the Ailey Shriners. They
yes.
have 3 or 4 different sections as you go. These guys I love though, there's in the bikes, it looks like a big wheel is basically what they're riding too.
So much fun. And the participants in the annual butt ride, 1,000 miles in 24 hours. In 2017, they raised, get this, $35,000. The 2018 goal, which was last year, $50,000.
And you know what, they have the best time while doing such a great job, while raising all this money, while helping earn victims and so many families out there. So, you know what, they have a blast. They can slide around. They need those the pull tabs like on the big wheels where you can do your spin out. That's what they're doing right there.
And the good thing about this is the parents don't have to come out of their pockets. These guys help the families and help the children.
Yeah, and that's the best part. I mean, the families a lot of times are just destitute after having to deal with medical bills and the rest of it. So to have the Ailey Shriners come through for them really makes a huge difference in their life, for their family, and for the other kids maybe that they have at the same time.
And we're going to see more of the Ailey Temple Shriners in just a bit. Right now, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more of our live coverage of the 195th Savannah St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Oh, and this is one of the favorites right here. We talked about it before. The Ailey Temple Shriners, and where's our guy? He's coming up in just a minute. Where'd he go?
You know, we just saw our guy, the belly dancer,
The belly
and he
dancer.
had kisses all over his belly.
Everywhere. We've moved on, but I promise you, we had him in there.
We
He
did.
existed, so.
Right now, we're taking a look at the Alfred Eli Beach High School marching band, the Mighty Bulldogs. Let me just tell you this story, Andrew Davis. My sister and I went to Jenkins High School. My younger brother went to Johnson High School. My older brother went to Beach High School. We all lived in the same house. Imagine what football and basketball season was like in our house.
Did you sit on opposite sides, or how did you do that
We just
exactly?
had to make it work. We had to make it work.
No fights in the house, though.
I'm not going to say all that. My mom is watching. Shout out to my mom. But Beach High School has been participating in this parade for many, many years. Let's take a listen. Listen to the Mighty Bulldogs of Beach High School, their marching band. We're going to head over to Kyle Dennis because the sun's out now. Feels a little warmer
it's breaking
outside.
Through the clouds.
The sun will come out right now. Hi, Kyle.
They went too far. They went too far in the they went too far in the other direction. You can't hear anything.
All right, we're gonna go back to Kyle in just a moment with more on our forecast and hopefully some more Jeopardy.
Because now he wants to talk because it's sunny outside, so now he's the most popular guy around. That's how this works.
Look, it feels a lot better.
It really does.
I think I can come up out of this blanket that I have on my legs under this desk. We're taking a look at the United States Air Force Honor Guard out of Washington, D.C.
Wow, first time here. Now, what better? They've done the Rose Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl, oh, by the way, and the presidential inauguration.
Really? Wow.
And now St. Patrick's
And they're
Day.
here. And they'll be back.
Of course they'll be back. They always come back, so.
They are the premier drill and ceremonial unit of the U.S. Air Force. Their primary mission is to provide military honors at Arlington National Cemetery, where they perform more than 1,000 funerals a year.
So you know they're having a much better time
They
here
are.
while they honor our soldiers there. This is a much better situation for them. Slapping hands. I believe this is the recruiting squadron now
Yes.
behind them. So recruiters for Southeast Georgia, they've been in the parade since 2000. They've just got backup now. Got
We
Mike
see-
Costello waving
Yeah.
at us. Mike, aren't you supposed to be kissing people? I'm confused.
Yeah,
so.
we have his kiss cam, and
We
he's
do have
over
the
there
kiss
giving
cam.
folks hugs.
All right, we'll be right back with a lot more of the 195th St. Patrick's Day Parade in Savannah right here on WSAV.
Welcome back to our coverage of the 195th Savannah St. Patrick's Day Parade. A beautiful day for a parade, Andrew Davis.
Who knew that you could land a plane on the streets of Savannah?
And that it could roll through the streets
I had no
of
idea.
Savannah. We're taking a look at the 165th Air National Guard out of Savannah. They've been doing this parade for the past 2 years now, and they do a great job.
They do a great job. I guess that's how you make them go through. They just take the wings off of it. So they just take pieces. They just took two ends of the wings off so it could get through the streets. So now we understand.
Okay.
That would make it me a little more afraid if I was riding in it. I have
still
to say.
don't understand, because how is it rolling? Are they driving it? Are they? What's
It's
going
magic,
on there?
Kim. It's all magic. It's Air National Guard magic.
But it's impressive nonetheless.
Yes, it is. You didn't think you could drive a plane, that's for sure.
So, Andrew, you've been in Savannah for how long?
12 years now, 13 years.
How many parades have you done?
12 or 13 parades. So.
Wow. Yeah. Now, look, the national award winners, Marching Elite Drill Team from Hampton, Virginia. I know all about Hampton, Virginia, because 2 of my kids went to Hampton University.
There you go. Great school, too. What a great school. Beautiful campus over there. So what are you going to tell us about Hampton? You could expound on the world of Hampton.
I can tell
right
you
now.
that my kids and my money went to Hampton. They have been in this parade in 2014 and 2016. Marching Elites is a not-for-profit youth development organization that provides youth leadership, self-discipline, character enrichment, and motivational training for children ages 5 to 18.
And I think they'll put on a show for us right now.
And the crowd is going wild. Did you see that move?
They were going crazy. Wow.
Now, where's Natalie when you need her?
Sure, why didn't you do that?
Can you do
I
that
didn't see
move,
that.
Natalie?
Natalie, do the drop down and the split thing when you do it.
Colonel Mark Cooper is the CEO and founder of this organization. And you know what? My list is getting longer. Andrew Davis.
Every time.
Yeah, they're one of my faves.
Break it. Now look at them, y'all. Yeah, I like that.
It's tough to pick when
Do you hear the
is just-
crowd?
This is the most excited this crowd's been, is watching these folks. And why not? They're synchronized, they're talented.
You know, Hampton has a very strong connection to Savannah. We have a lot of folks who went to Hampton University who live right here in our community.
I didn't know, including 2 that you paid for. So.
Exactly, and including 2 of my children. Great job.
Absolutely. Here's the Boy Scouts are right behind them. They're not doing a routine. They're going to wave and be happy, though. They do a great job for the Boy Scouts over here.
Have about 30 scouts in today's parade, but it looks like more.
It does look like more than that to me. Do you get a badge for being in the parade?
I don't know. But they're happy to be here today.
They are happy to be here.
The Coast Guard Georgia Council has been here for 97 years in our community, more than 6,500 youth members and 1,700 adult leaders and volunteers. Daniel Kozelman, an Eagle Scout, saved many lives in a recent train crash and said that scouting taught him how to do that.
That's amazing. A lot of folks who've been through scouting say they really did learn a lot from it. It's about more than badges and things like that. Just like the Girl Scouts are about more than cookies. They do a lot of work with the girls, and what they do, the girls teach the girls later in life.
And they're the Girl Scouts, speaking of the Girl Scouts. And Thin Mints, some of my favorite cookies.
Are they handing them out? Because I could run over real fast for us.
You know, for years, I didn't dare try the Thin Mints because I grew up with the peppermint patties and my grandparents ate those all the time. It wasn't until somebody said, listen, you have to freeze them, take them out, dunk them in milk. It's the best thing ever.
Yep. And you learned, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I have to have at least 1 box of Thin Mints and a box of Samoas every year.
Oh, do you?
Every year. It's important, I believe, to have
Did
one
you
or the
see the
other.
Girl Scout who actually decorated her box with pictures of Jason Momoa, and she called them the Momoa Samoas.
The Momoa Samoas?
Yeah, I want a box of those. You know what? We see his logo
right there
on our screen. But now, the man, the myth, the legend. I think this guy is on TV more than I'm on TV. Let's get you to put these headsets on so you can hear us. Mike Costello. I'm doing great. How about you? What?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Whoa.
St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. You guys okay?
Yeah,
We're
good to
doing
see you.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for publicizing us. So it's a nice day. Turned out okay.
Let me move this food out of your way because Andrew and I were just kind of stuffing our
Here.
faces
And
here.
we're in audio.
You're good now,
you're good
yeah.
now.
Okay. What time did you guys get here?
Oh, we've been here since what, 8:45?
Yeah, about 8:45,
something like that.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, the crowd wasn't so bad.
But you're enjoying yourself. What do you do to get these beads?
My marketing girl there gave it to me, and I got my one green shirt I owe on, and I got a quarter Irish in me, I think. So, you know, we all got a little Irish living in Savannah as long as we do, right?
But no lipstick. No kisses.
Yeah, Mike, we were confused.
Well, I'm not, well,
Wait,
yes, sir.
You do the kiss cam for us. Yet no one has kissed you on
No
the
kisses.
cheek yet to put
Well,
lips
if
on your
Kim
cheek.
kisses me, I'll take it. Right, Andrew, I'm not going to let you kiss me. But,
I appreciate
I mean, no
that.
offense, you're a handsome guy.
It's all good for me.
But if Kim, you know.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this.
There you go.
Do I have lipstick left?
I think you have a little
Okay,
bit
just a
left.
little bit. Okay, here we go. Mwah.
Oh,
Yes, not
little,
really.
it's
I need
very
to put
little,
on some
but
more. I need some more.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
It's
I'll
okay.
take that.
Maybe we started a trend for you. Mike,
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. So how late are you guys out here till?
Till the end.
Until it ends.
Okay. Can I say a shout out to my boy Dan Flaxer back there?
You
He's
just
the
did.
man.
Yeah, you just did.
Dan is the man, and he let me crash today and let me have be out here.
Good.
I appreciate everything you do. So I saw you got some lunch.
Yeah.
A little
Okay.
bit of that.
All right,
We're
I'm going to
good.
excuse myself.
You
and go
excuse yourself and
take
go.
care of the your wonderful setup you have here at SAV. And thanks for all you guys do for me. And,
Go have some fun, Mike.
And, okay.
Thank you.
Thanks so
You're
much.
fine.
He's done. He's like, what am I
Thank
doing?
you so much.
All right, good to see
Enjoy.
you. Good to
Here,
see
let's
you.
take these off.
Okay. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
All right, we passed through the Girl Scouts. You got the Boy Scouts. We got Mike Costello, who's like a Boy Scout in his own right.
He is. He really is on TV more than we are.
And he can play basketball. He can answer calls in the shower. He does a little bit of everything. So.
We've talked so much that we've lost our place.
I know. We're now trying to find our way back again. So I have not. So 30. Yeah, there we go. Trying to get back to everybody. Beautiful old car, though.
And look, we're back on the A. Shriners. This is their mobile unit.
This is actually officially first, though. Bubba McDonald, the chairman of the Public Service Commission, is that car we just that one you see right there.
There
the
he
only
is.
reason I know that is because it's on the side of the car.
And this is their first time in the parade. He's driving a 1929 A model.
That's gorgeous, too. And here are the Shriners mobile units.
Now, here are the Shriners. Again.
Great old cars. I love to see where they keep all these old cars up until the parade and how they keep them running and going.
And a lot of people put a lot of money and a lot of time in keeping these cars in pristine condition.
If you ever want to see them, the Concours d'Elegance they have every year, it's amazing just to go walk around and see the car shows between Hilton Head and Savannah both. It's incredible to see the time and effort these folks have put into restoring them and making them just like they used to be.
And they're beautiful. But you can't just ride on them every day down the street.
No. Those you keep in a garage and pull out every now and then, like for a giant parade.
Yeah, these are special cars.
And then some people just want to go new school and go with some of the new Corvettes and things.
And that's
like
nice, too.
They're beautiful cars just in their own right. Been a great time seeing all the people wandering around. A lot of movement I see today. Everybody, I think, trying to find the best spot to see or get their next drink and then move on to see the next piece of the parade they want to look at.
And I think this is getting better as the day goes on. It's warming up outside. The sun's peeking out just a bit. We saw a peak or two, as Kyle likes to say, of sunshine. But if you can see the people here in Lafayette Square, oh my goodness, the people, the family, the pets, the food.
I don't know if I've seen this many people behind us in the square before, Kim. I mean, we've seen a lot of people usually parked here, never the movement through and all through the sidewalks and everywhere else, too.
We're taking a live look now at what we actually see in Lafayette Square. We say this all the time, but it's so true. A true sea of green with sprinkles of blue and other colors in there.
And it's all those folks in the middle that you're seeing right now. As it keeps going back, you see that middle section right behind us.
And we're somewhere in there, right there under the, you see the tent there, the WSAV tent?
Yep, I waved to us, so.
Okay, so now we're going to toss to Chris, who's not in Lafayette Square, but she is in our studio. Hey, Chris.
Hi guys, I am in the studio and things are still going so well. So many people from all over the world are watching and it's really cool. So far I think the farthest away is Sherry in Barbados, so we want to say hey to her again. And okay guys, I'm going to show you some pictures now. These are some fun people having good times in downtown Savannah. We've got some people there, they've got their, regulation green cup, no glass here. We have another puppy, oh my gosh. I just love the dogs and hats. They just look so happy. And look at this little leprechaun. Oh my gosh, that's a Hello Kitty leprechaun. I can't even stand it. Another great puppy. Oh, that dog looks totally thrilled. to be having to wear that hat. But he looks good, so that's great. And then let's see, what else do we have here? Here's some more cutie pies that are just all over the place. I just love this. Here's a dog in a bow tie. How can you go wrong with a dog in a bow tie? We've got some patriotic pictures here. I love all of these things. Here's some pictures from the other day. Guys, just keep going and looking online and seeing our pictures. Keep watching and keep sending those pictures too and those shout outs. And we'll get them on the air as soon as we can.
All right, thanks a lot, Chris. And we see the Navy League Color Guard and Marching Band. They're all here today. The Navy League banner and color guard actually out of Savannah, but the U.S. Navy Captain Kevin Byrne and Deputy Commander John Bass, Commander, they're from Joint Base Charleston, South Carolina. I got it right. Goose Creek.
Goose Creek.
Goose Creek. Okay, and now here's another band from Jacksonville, Florida.
This is the Navy Southeast Band. Their ceremonial band established in 1995. They perform more than 500 events every year. One of 11 Navy bands in the United States. They've been here since 2013 and keep coming back.
Let's take a listen. And you're watching our live coverage of the 195th Savannah St. Patrick's Day Parade. This is a good time to take a break. We'll be back.
Anchors away. Welcome back to the 195th St. Patrick's Day Parade right here in Savannah, Georgia. Andrew Davis here with Kim Gusby as we see another one of the beautiful floats rolling down the streets of wonderful Savannah.
And you know what? This is a day when any and everybody can truly be Irish. Folks are dressed up in their green, they're decked out in their green, they're riding in their green, they're drinking green, they're eating green. Everything is green today.
That's the best thing. Today is not about race, it's not about creed, and the only color anybody cares about is
green. Could you say that I'm green with envy, though?
Oh, you could be.
Yeah, I could be, but I'm not, because
now,
it's a beautiful day.
It's a gorgeous day. I mean, other than being here where you are, of course, would you rather be riding a float? Would you be walking? Do you want to, like, do the dancing? Where do you want to be?
I think I'd rather be standing next to Kyle Dennis right now. Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Kim. Yeah, it's actually gotten pretty nice out here. It was a little on the chilly side earlier this morning, but it's nice and warm now. Everyone's having such a great time, and the weather really couldn't have been any better. Yeah, it was warmer yesterday, but you know what? Temperatures in the 60s and the sun shining feels pretty nice. Let's take a look at the forecast for the rest of the weekend, because you know the celebration is not done when this parade is over. It goes all weekend long. Maybe you're going to Hilton Head to see the parade there tomorrow. It will be in the 60s again tomorrow. Partly cloudy sky. We'll have a little sunshine peeking through just like today. So if you're liking the weather today, you'll love the weather tomorrow. It's going to be just as nice. Fantastic weekend. And of course, we've been playing Jeopardy throughout the morning as well. St. Patrick's Jeopardy. And we'll have some more contestants coming up in a few minutes. Kim and Andrew, over to you.
All right. Thanks a lot, Kyle. You know, we've been sitting here at the desk this entire time since the parade kicked off at 10:15. We've been here since 10 o'clock, bringing you the sights and sounds. But we've been neglecting our cell phones. I picked mine up to take a look, and I have like 37 messages from people who are from out of town going, where are you? Including my friend Chelsea Allen, who is she's living in Atlanta now. She says, where are you guys? Told her Lafayette Square. They're coming down right now.
Good.
Also, Sean Christopher, his wife Candace, and their baby daughter Skylar, they are on their way down here. They said that they are the Christophers today because everyone is Irish, of course.
Absolutely, including the new Hampstead Blazing Brigade band today. They are Irish for this wonderful parade. They've been around since 2015. They're only a few years old. They say they continue to grow and improve every day. So we like to see New Hampstead, another one of our local folks, trying to make better every day. Them and Islands have really improved themselves significantly over the last couple of years, some of our new high schools out there, and I think we're growing again. I have a feeling we're going to have a few more new schools coming.
Especially with the new Groves School that they've been talking about, the K through...
It's going to K through 12. They're going to do the whole thing there, so good for them. Let's hear a little bit of New Hampstead. On the top
it's
of their
called
hats.
Something. I can't remember. Is it like a fez?
Fez is different, I think. The fez is what the Shriners wear. So they have a little fez.
Oh, they do.
There.
So what is that?
I don't know what that is. So maybe
somebody will tweet us and let us know,
I hope so,
or send us a message on Facebook.
What those things are called, because I'd like to figure that out. So. No, it was good. When the sun poked through, it really warmed everything up a little bit. I think people are going to stay long and enjoy everything, and hopefully walk to the other ends of the parade too, and maybe see even more of it, or see it a second time
Of
around.
course they will, but they have to be out of the squares by 6 o'clock tonight.
Yes, get out quick.
And then everybody will head down to River Street, of course, where the celebration will continue.
And of course, you want to keep that celebration continuing into tomorrow. Go on down to Hilton Head at 3 o'clock. The parade's down there, or go before 3 o'clock because it'll fill up. But about 25,000 people will be down there tomorrow.
And you know, the thing about Hilton Head's parade is so laid back and relaxed and calm, but what, 30,000 people expected this year?
About 30,000 people, and it's the first time it's been on St. Patrick's Day in more than a decade, so everybody's very excited to have it all in one weekend.
We're taking a look at Carey Incorporated right now out of Savannah. With the plant in Savannah, this Irish-based company employs many people in the city. They say that they enjoy being a part of our community. Now, you mentioned St. Patrick's Day Parade in the Low Country tomorrow on Hilton Head. Of course, we can't talk about the parade without talking about this year's Grand Marshal, David Lauderdale.
You got a chance to talk to him the other day. He's a really nice guy, and I was actually excited to see him as the Grand Marshal.
That's right. He's been in the community for about 40 years. This is the 36th annual parade on Hilton Head Island. I had no idea it is the oldest St. Patrick's Day parade in the state of South Carolina.
In the state of South Carolina, yeah. So, and you know, it's exciting because when they name the Grand Marshal, it's sort of from all walks of life, and it's a different world. You know, they had somebody from Medalla culture last year, so I really love that about Hilton Head, to branch out and try to make it different as they go through. So we'll be there tomorrow too.
Yes, but right now, you know what?
We're going to focus on this.
Yeah, let's focus on, that's tomorrow. Let's focus on today's parade, but that's okay. We needed to mention them. We're watching the American Red Cross of Southeast and Coastal Georgia, and then right behind them, Gray's Reef National Marine Sanctuary.
You can see the jellyfish in there through the umbrellas as they go. They've been around since 2015 in the parade. The uniform, NOAA Corps officers, staff, and volunteers on this float.
You know, when I first saw them a couple of years ago in a parade with that umbrella, I had no idea it was an umbrella. And I'm going, how do they do that? And how does she do this? Okay, did she attempt the toe touch?
Now she tried. She did pretty well with that, I have to say. She doesn't know these moves as well as she knew some of the other ones.
They're winding it up. This is the James H. Brown Elementary Cheer and Dance Team out of Jonesboro, Georgia, near Atlanta. They've been marching in this parade since last year. This is their second year in this parade. This is a junior cheerleading group for the Atlanta Hawks.
It just means they're going to start young and keep going, so we'll see them for about 15 years going up as they go through high school and college.
And they're an award-winning group. They won Best Spirit in 2017.
Well, you see the smiles on their faces. I can see why they have best spirit. And they're even letting Natalie in the middle of them dance a little bit, so they have good spirit for that, too.
Well, she doesn't have a place in the line, so she has to be in the middle. Coaches Justacia Harris and Chenoa Brown, we want to give them a shout out.
Well, good for them. They've been Monday's Mill Homecoming, Jonesboro Christmas, and the Martin Luther King Parade, and they said, let's branch out since last year and do this parade. They've done a great job. They're a lot of fun to watch.
And a big group, too. You see the other young ladies behind them. I guess these are the girls who lead the front, and then the other ones are following. Yeah, they're coming up.
Look at the one with the kicks in the back, too.
Impressive.
Kim can still do those kicks. She chooses not to.
In the privacy of my own home. With Ben Gay by my side.
I'm
and
sure
Icy
I'd
Hot.
be on the injured reserve for a very long time.
And 911 on speed dial.
That's why you have so many dancers in your family. You just passed it on.
Yes, I did. Now it's their time to shine.
Exactly. I'd love to see the folks out of Jonesboro. Different spots in Georgia, too, seeing the little towns come through along with people from all over the country. So.
Because they know now that Savannah is the place to be. Now, I'm wondering, how many hotels are booked? I understand that almost every single room in Savannah is booked, but how many is every single room?
That would be a good question. I need to ask my people that. If I thought anybody would respond from the hotel industry right now, if they weren't working so hard, then they would do it. Look at the clowns right there. There's Natalie with a clown.
Yeah, there's one clown, and then there's Natalie.
That's about how smart I am, too.
Okay, you know I couldn't go through the parade without catching up with my favorite clown. You know I love when the Ailey clowns come by. This is my good friend, Tom Edenfield, but today he's a clown. And you know what? I love seeing you in the parade every year.
And I love hugging her neck.
You love hugging my neck. You love kissing my cheek.
I love kissing your cheek.
Oh, God. Do it again. Oh, God.
And she is my favorite reporter.
That's right. That's right. WSAV. That's exactly right.
And former Mrs. Georgia.
Great to see you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Back to you. Nothing better than catching up with the clowns of the Ailey Temple Shrine. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Natalie. Nothing like being kissed by a clown.
We found somebody with more lipstick on than the girls earlier, so. And here's some more Aileys that we love. By the way, the Shriners Hospital for Children, they actually they do the children at the Ailey Circus. The 5th annual circus is December 14th, a few months away, but they do a great job in the circus there to help out the kids.
We're now taking a look at the Georgia Motor Maids out of Savannah. They've done this parade since 2016. These are women from 15 to 93 years young. Can you believe that?
I want to see the 93-year-old riding the motorcycle.
So do I. They all make this possible. Of course, this is National Women's History Month.
It is. It's fantastic. I mean, to see the women on there from 15 to 93, that's an incredible group of
And you know what I say to that? Ride on.
Absolutely. You a motorcycle girl?
You know, I can ride one of those big things.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the two-wheel kind of really fast ones.
Okay.
This is more my style.
That's more your styles like that. So, or the three-wheelers are okay.
The three-wheelers are
some more balanced. And they're the Pirates. We always love the Aileys. We've been talking about them. We kind of missed our belly dancing guy, but we still get to the Pirates, which is important too. So, 1981 they've started, the Pirates have.
And they always bring the fun and the green beards. You see the green beards on those guys?
I think those are natural too. I think they wait all year and grow them out. Natural green color. You should see his hair. It's.
They say they have a ton of fun stealing the hearts of viewers. Arr! Did I do that right?
You did that you're very good. Okay. So you even pushed the eye a little bit, like you had the patch on. That was very nice.
You have to be committed when you do that.
Well, you were committed to the gig, to the bit. So.
Speaking of committed, Natalie's committed to the dance floor.
Oh, God, again? She danced with the pirate. There it is. I think the Pirates don't mind her dancing with them, strangely, though. So. Now, why doesn't Natalie have a green beard is the question if she's going to dance with Natalie.
Because I don't... I guess you could buy one.
You probably could buy one someplace, so... We're gonna let Natalie dance for a little bit. Let the Pirates do their thing.
Didn't expect that.
Fire up a few cannons while we're here.
And I think that this is a good time to take a break.
Yeah, I think it is. See if everybody's okay. Welcome back to the 195th Savannah St. Patrick's Day Parade. You are seeing the Savannah Shamrocks rugby team just walk by us right now.
Oh, there they are.
They're right on the edge, so.
And they're playing rugby as they walk through.
They got to throw the ball around, so they've got the girls, the ladies, and the guys on this one. So we're just checking out the Savannah Shamrocks and making friends here on the desk as well.
Yeah, we are. You know what? I think that's one of the best parts of this parade is seeing all the folks who come out here to Lafayette Square. And we have some of our youngest viewers right now on TV. Do you see yourselves?
There you go.
There you are. You're on camera. Okay, so let me get some names real quick.
I'm Turner. I'm Thomas. I'm Hal. I'm Ross. I'm Grayland.
Okay, can we get a great big happy St. Patrick's Day?
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
There you go, guys.
Hey, Mom, or any of my friends, if you're watching this, I miss you.
Oh,
I miss you, Grandma.
That's sweet. See?
Hi, Mom.
Big shout outs.
Hi, Mom, if you're watching. Hello, people.
This is unique.
Oh, yeah. SpongeBob.
Oh, SpongeBob. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys, so much. See, we got to start them young to watch the news.
We
it's
do.
Important. Start them young watching the news, and now Kyle will keep them updated on the weather, too.
Exactly.
So they like the news. Now it's time for the weather. We'll go over to Kyle and see what he's up to.
I know. They started talking before. I was like, wait.
All right, guys, we've got another round of Jeopardy. We've got a group this time. We've got a big group. All right, let's go down the line. Everyone introduce yourselves. This is?
Erica. Brooke.
Nancy.
Charlie.
Charlie and?
Julia.
And Julia. Okay, so we've got a group effort this time. We're going to test your Savannah St. Patrick's Day knowledge with a round of Jeopardy. So I'm going to give you 3 categories. Pick one, and then I'll give you your clue. All right, so the categories are potluck, Celtic lore, or Savannah celebrations. All right, Savannah celebrations. Your clue is, and the answer has to be in the form of a question, the Savannah St. Pat's Week gets underway with this City Park Emerald event.
What is the greening of Forsyth Park?
That's it. The judges say they'll take it. All right, we got everyone's a winner. We got prizes. Everyone gets a water bottle. Let's pass them down the line. And you also got, did we get some WSAV beads? And one for you. All right, thanks. Another, we haven't had a loser yet. Everyone's been a winner. Okay, fantastic. We'll have another round of Jeopardy coming up. Kim and Andrew, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Kyle. We love winners. We love when people win things.
Kyle's a popular guy. He's just handing stuff out to everybody out there.
And they know their stuff.
Yeah, they really are smart. We've gotten a lot of people we thought we'd get. I didn't think anybody'd have these answers.
Yeah, I don't think anybody got a wrong answer yet.
Not yet.
Keep it going. The luck of the Irish is with them.
Apparently so. We don't know. Maybe we could be 100% by the time we're done.
Let's hope so. We're taking a look now at the Red Knights Motorcycle Club, Chapter 6 out of Wilmington, North Carolina.
The Firefighter Motorcycle Club, it assists firefighters and their families. See the big giant truck that they have and the motorcycle following them behind. There are a lot of these clubs, the Red Knights, and then we have, I think, the Black Knights around here as well, who help out a lot with firefighters and their families. So good to see the support that they get from the community.
It's good to see how receptive the crowd is to everyone.
A lot of applause, a lot of happiness from it, too, and they understand what some of these folks mean.
There's so many people out here today. I'm wondering if we'll get an estimate. I know that they don't like to put a number on the number of people who come to Savannah because folks come from all over the world, really.
Yeah, they really do. I guess we're close to 500,000 just from looking at the square behind us. I'm no expert, that's for sure.
Yeah, but the numbers always jump, especially when the holiday falls on a weekend.
Because they love to come in on the Saturday, have the weekend that way, come on a Thursday and enjoy the whole weekend.
Exactly. And there's so many things to enjoy. I mean, aside from today's parade, there's the big festival on River Street.
Absolutely. They're always fun on River Street. Good time. A few friends there, too. You can make a few friends in the mass of humanity.
How can you not make a few friends on River Street during St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, but I mean, so many great restaurants to go to, all the bars that open up and be able to serve people, and making friends in the squares. How many times have we all walked around and just made friends in tents around here, too?
Exactly. We just saw some young people a few moments ago who stepped on the stage to talk to us. Their families are here. They have a tent. And this is a tradition for many people in Savannah and will continue to be so.
And they're always open and honest and saying, please come in, have a drink, have some food, and just hang out with us.
Have some fun. Well, you know what? We're going to take a break right now.
And have some fun.
And have some fun. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Savannah St. Patrick's Day 195th edition. You see the truly Nolan of Savannah with a decked-out limo right there.
The bug you love. This is their 80th anniversary of a leader in the pest control market known for quality and service. This is a Volkswagen bug. Is it a stretch?
It's a stretch
Volkswagen bug? Kind of like a limo of Volkswagen bugs, maybe?
That would be kind of fun to be in, I would think.
It's kind of cool.
So,
and does this bug have teeth?
The bug has teeth and eyelashes as well.
It's a friendly bug.
By the way, our long national nightmare is over. Thank you to my guy, NU Vegas on Twitter, and former mayor of Garden City, Andy Quinney, who both have told us the thing on the top of the band members' hats is called
a plume. A plume. We shall remember until next year.
We will remember that forever then now. I will never forget those words.
Thank you. So we were looking for that. We were like, what is it called?
And we got lots of response. So thank you to Andy and our guy on Twitter, too. Everybody together making sure going, you got to know what's going on. I said, okay. Another set of hillbillies coming up here, right here. The Omar Hillbilly Shrine, I believe. One of the hillbilly shrines.
They're out of Charleston, South Carolina. Their truck says, keep calm and love a hillbilly. Nothing like some hillbilly love.
It is true. Loving in some overalls is what happens right there.
These are the fun and lovable hillbillies from the low country, of course.
Now, how do you end up as the guy who doesn't have to walk and get to sit in the back with your wife or girlfriend either, too? How high on the hillbilly chain do you have to be to end up there? You know, some of the other ones have to walk and do everything. He gets to sit there with his girlfriend in the lounge chair.
Maxing and relaxing on the hillbilly mobile.
That's nice. I like the skull and the various horns on them, too, here. 3 sets of horns.
Now, is this still a part of the hillbilly group?
If it's not, I'm worried on who's a part of, so it could be. It could be Trinity Motorsports. I have a feeling it's the, I think it's still the hillbillies.
Yeah, we keep going back and forth. They're going between each one.
Spuds McKenzie.
Spuds on the front.
Yes. Couple owls here, I guess, to keep the birds away, so keep the crows away.
Now, this is unique. What is this about?
That's, I believe, the last of the hillbillies right there. Another decked-out bug.
But decked out with what?
I believe those are deer horns.
Oh, and
those
a jug.
Those are deer horns and a skull. Skull there, a jug. A little bit of everything.
You know, are these the dumpster dummies, maybe?
Could
I don't know.
I don't know yet. No, these are still the hillbillies.
Still the hillbillies.
Yeah. Because Trinity Motorsports right there, you're seeing them right now. So you can see Trinity Motorsports there right behind them. A little different than the last vehicles we just saw.
Yeah, and these are from Trinity Motorsports. They're out of Pooler, Georgia, the Southeast premier customization shop for trucks, off-road, and performance. They were established back in 2015, but this is their first time in Savannah St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Well, welcome, welcome is what we'd have to say to that. Big techs out there dragging them around on a beautiful Jeep.
And fancy, fancy.
Very fancy.
I like fancy.
Speaking of fancy, the fanciest man in Savannah is right now, Pete Lakakis.
Oh, you know what I like to call him?
Oh,
Sweet Feet Pete.
There he is.
There he is.
Pete and his Beetle boots will live on forever in Savannah. The dancing that Pete has done over time.
Over the years, and he is really everywhere. But I think this is probably one of his favorite places to be. He served on the committees and boards of everything in Chatham County.
That's the truth, too.
Yes, he is Irish Savannah's #1 Greek. That's what he says.
Oh, and I believe that as well. Pete Lakakis can dance you under the table.
Yes, he can.
He was Burt Reynolds' bodyguard, so he could probably fight you under the table if need be as well.
Former Chatham Commission chairman and also former City of Savannah alderman as well.
That's right.
What hasn't he done?
I really don't know what Pete hasn't done yet. This is the band, just the band.
The band.
When you're that good, you don't need a name.
Out of Baltimore, Maryland, or as they like to call it, Baltimore.
Or Balmer.
Balmer.
Because I know people up there, Balmer. That's what they do.
They were founded back in 2011. This is an inner city band from Baltimore that offers a unique opportunity for young people and young adults, and they encourage musical exploration and community activism.
A great combination.
Yes.
It's another one that has won more awards than they can count. So apparently the awards just get handed to two of the bands over and over and over again.
You have to earn these awards, and let's see why.
Yeah.
That's all, folks.
That's why they win awards right there.
Exactly. They say that they have been in many parades up and down the East Coast, and you have to have a lot of stamina to do this from the beginning of the parade until the end of the parade, because we're right here, not even in the middle. We're kind of on the front end of this parade.
And you see, they have to stop by all the TV stations. They have to stop by about every corner and do some sort of routine. The drummers' arms have to just be dead by the time they're done, too.
And their legs and feet.
Much less, these girls are doing splits and everything else to it. And I like their outfits, too, very futuristic. I watched Captain Marvel last night. I think she was wearing something similar to that. So I like it. It looks good.
They certainly are energetic, and they're bringing the crowd. You hear them screaming over there for them.
One little girl in the middle, I believe, just petered out officially.
She's like, that's it. And the little ones on the drums, do you see them?
He's going to town, too. They aren't just holding the drums, they're working it.
They're playing. And ladies and gentlemen, that is why they're known as the band.
The band, just the band.
That's it, the band.
That may be my new favorite performance of the day.
They are
were really
the band.
Good. They were the band. Absolutely.
And they're still going.
They're not done. I like the guy in the front leading them so they don't hit the wall. They're working so hard, he said, we have to keep walking you this way because I know otherwise you're going to run into the people.
It's kind of like the James Brown of bands, you know, when James Brown stops and he gets down on his knees, and then they come out and bring out the rope,
bring out the cape and everything, and then he throws it back off and keeps
I'm not
going.
done yet.
Not done. 2
women and a warehouse here. They're bright and colorful.
Furniture Wonderland with Alice sitting right dead center on that one. They say they're the most award-winning antique mall in the Southeast. They have to keep with the band. They've won more awards than the band then? I'm confused.
And they have a nice tall leprechaun walking with them. Is that an oxymoron, a tall leprechaun?
I think it is an oxymoron, I believe. But see, he's finished it off too. He's got the whole suit and then said, I'm buying the hat to go with it.
You got to commit.
Because you have to commit to the bit, and he did. Because if you're going to do the suit, you might as well go for the hat too.
You have to coordinate.
Coordinate. I need a mushroom belt. I'm making my random reference of the day, so. I made Kim laugh. That's all that matters. So.
We get each other.
Exactly.
More of the Shriners.
These are the Dune Cats.
They get their names from the Dune buggies, I guess. The Dune Cats sell raffle tickets all year round at different events as their main fundraiser for the Ailey Shriners. Their president is George Pratt III.
These guys always impress me because they have such a tight space to do synchronized routines, and they do so well with them. I remember driving go-karts around. I was never quite that good.
Yeah,
so.
Me neither.
I had a lot of fun, but I was afraid of hitting walls.
I think I was better at bumper cars because that's the purpose. You bump into other cars.
Exactly. That's probably the purpose somewhere. I know Chris was a big fan of the fair back in the day. She's enjoying this fair day of wonderful stuff on social media. It's the best I could do, Chris.
Nice segue. I like that.
Nice segue, right, Kim? Yes. Okay, guys, we done broke the internet because my Twitter's not working, and I think between the parade and April, the giraffe having that baby, I think it's all done. But that doesn't mean we don't want you to still send your pictures and your tweets because we have news later on in the day, and we want to make sure that you guys are highlighted. Keep sending your pictures and, just all the highlights of the day for you guys. I love seeing the babies and the dogs and the kilts and the plumes. I learned a new term today too. You guys, it's just been the best time hanging out with you guys today. I love hearing from everybody far and near, and we just love having you with us. So Kim and Andrew, back to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Chris. Keystone Cops, they're out there. They're passing out tickets. Beware, are you wearing a green is what I want to know.
I believe Natalie may have gotten a ticket earlier.
Did she get a ticket? She always gets a ticket, though.
She gets one every time, so. But I think Natalie got a ticket. But they're always passing out their tickets to everybody. Wearing green, not wearing green, for various items. I'm never sure exactly what the tickets are for. But
I think it's just random.
It is, pretty much. Well, there's things on the tickets, but I can't remember what they are, so.
And they do it with a serious face.
They do.
There's
They're
your ticket.
very serious about it. You're right.
And here's your ticket.
And one for you, and one for you. Yet they don't seem to be bothered by the guy in the outfit who's running away from them.
In the handcuffs.
He does one set of handcuffs, not connected.
He's free.
They're too worried about giving out tickets to the crowd.
He's free, and yet he's still here.
I don't think these are very good police officers. I'm just saying.
And now we see Old Town Trolley of Savannah. This is their first time in this parade. Can you believe that? This is a locally owned company.
Wow, I can't believe this is the first time. We see them all over Savannah every day. I guess they think every day is a parade through the streets of Savannah because there's so many.
They are the heart of downtown Savannah. You know, folks take tours on the trolley. They're everywhere.
Get a few folks out there now shaking hands, trying to get into the spirit of it all as it continues on. These are the Tatnall Shriners Club out here, the Ailey Tatnalls. Most money raised in 2017.
Wow.
Good for them.
Wow. Out of Glenville, Georgia. And these guys really do raise a lot of money for a great cause.
You can see 4-time Club of the Year going into that too, so they take it seriously. I say that with the guy with the big giant tie on, of course, but
it's okay to have a little fun.
It is. I was going to wear my rainbow wig today, and I chose not to.
You chose not to, yeah. You chose to go the more professional route.
Yeah, for whatever reason. So
these guys put the fun in fundraising, and they raise a lot of money for a great cause for children here in our very own community.
So many of the Shriners that I've met have fun doing it too. They know the seriousness of the cause, but they really get along so well, and they just have an enjoyment to it.
Okay, he's winding it up. He's having a good time.
You better in that pants and those shorts. So
now we see the American Cancer Society. They've been in this parade for many, many years.
yes, the 2019 Relay for Life of the Coastal Empire is coming up, I believe, this summer. So
their mission, of course, is to save lives, to celebrate lives, and to lead the fight for a world without cancer. And I think that that's all of our hope.
boy, if we could get there someday, that would be the best thing ever. Keystone Cops, would you hand out a ticket to cancer, please, and take care of them? That would be nice, because we need some help over here.
Yeah.
There's more of the American Cancer Society with the umbrellas out there.
And right behind them, the Ellis, brand new apartment community located just outside of downtown Savannah, and this is their first time in the parade.
And a very short time in the parade, apparently, too.
Yes,
so,
because they're at the end.
Because they don't seem to be there anymore, so.
Oh, Langston High School, Langston Hughes High School band out of Fairburn, Georgia.
Their first time here, always good to see them. They've been at the Magic City Parade and the Mardi Gras Parade as well.
Langston Hughes, one of my favorite writers.
Oh, fantastic.
We're going to take a moment and take a listen.
Hopefully they'll play for us a little bit, which will be good. I can tell you they're a very good marching band. I'm not sure about the playing band.
It'll start in a minute. I think they have started the percussion section.
All right, we've got our Natalie Hendricks down there in the middle of the band and all the excitement. Natalie, what's going on?
Okay, you know what? This is a great way to ride in the parade. Let me tell you, I've caught up with the folks from Chattanooga. Gibson's joining me and said, hop on board. And let me tell you, he's taking me for a ride, and you can just drive very slowly along. So what brings you to Savannah?
After 10 years or so, we come every year.
And you look forward to this and have a great time.
Yes, we do.
Well, I love that you gave me a little break and you letting me just ride along with you, because let me tell you, you've got a great view of the parade.
Okay. We enjoy it. All the people are real friendly down here. I mean, they treat us like kings.
Well, they know how to do it in Chattanooga, Tennessee, too. So back to you guys.
See, I said bad things about Tennessee. Now we got to say nice things now.
There you go.
Since they're here and they're working for us, so. But the Shriners have so much fun in the various parades, along with all the work they do. I think they just enjoy being in a parade more than anything else.
And we love watching them in the parade. We love having them a part of this parade each and every year. As a matter of fact, so many people look forward to seeing them. And here's the Alhambra Shrine we were talking about from Tennessee. They're driving buggies and dune buggies.
The dune buggy seems to be a popular thing among the Shriners.
They're
Big
cool.
ones or little ones.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they just, I guess, got open areas and things like that.
They're small, but they're noisy. And you know what? It's time. Are you ready, Andrew Davis?
I'm ready.
For another round of
Jeopardy!
All right, we've got 3 contestants this time. This is Jackie, Becky, and Anthony from Florida and North Carolina. But you guys said you've been coming down for this parade every year.
Yes.
How many years have you been doing this?
About 15 years.
Wow. So what brings you back? What's the best part of this for you guys?
Family and friends.
Well, that's a perfect reason. All right, you ready to play around in Jeopardy? All right, so you got 3 categories to choose from. You'll pick one, and then I'll give you your clue. So your choices are Highway to Heaven, buzzwords, and names you didn't know. Which one?
Highway to Heaven. Which one? Highway to Heaven?
Highway to Heaven, okay. And this time we've got a special celebrity guest judge, Alyssa Carsley. Okay, so your clue is the on-off exchange of Interstate 16 and 95 gets its name from this Irish plant. All right, our celebrity guest judge says?
Oh, I think that's right.
That's right, all right, everyone gets a prize. And they got the beads as well. 3 more winners for Jeopardy. Kim and Andrew, over to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Kyle. We didn't hear the answer.
No, we didn't know what it was.
We want the answer.
I want the answer. I
is,
want to know
what
these
is
things.
cloverleaf?
Oh, yeah, that would have been what I missed.
Yeah.
Good job.
We
Great
wouldn't
job.
have gotten our water bottles. So.
Congratulations. And now you're watching the White County High School Warrior Marching Band out of Sparta, Tennessee.
Well represented in this parade.
Yes.
Set of bands we've had so far. They've all put on a show for us.
They have, and we've had a lot today. This marching band is looking forward to returning to Savannah for St. Patrick's Day. This is actually their 4th year. They started back in 2015 coming here to Savannah from Tennessee, and you know, they just can't resist. They have to come back.
Why not? Once again, we said, you show up in Savannah, suddenly you're here again and again and again.
Cousins, we call them cousins. Come on down.
Moving on to
there was
Upton
one of
Healthcare.
our past grand marshals, I think it was Walter Crawford, who called everybody cousin.
Cousin.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
was like,
It was
cousins.
Walter
come on."
Crawford.
And the
You're
reason
right.
I remember him is because Walter Crawford, by profession, is a nurse, and he actually helped my grandmother when she
wow.
was sick years ago. So
But I
thank
remember
you.
you're right. He called everybody cousin. I
Cousins,
think he
come on
called me
down.
cousin when I was standing there talking to him. This looked like the Bryan County Fire Department here. Bryan County Emergency Services officially. I don't want to just say just the firefighters, but they're saying Bryan County, one of the fastest growing counties in the entire state right now.
And I believe that.
Well, the more folks live down there, I mean, Richmond Hill's exploding for everybody. A lot of houses down there,
Yes.
a lot of it's all over the area, especially as we start to sort of run out of real estate in the Savannah area.
Taking a look now at the 501st Legion and Rebel Legion of Georgia, South Carolina, and Florida.
I promise I'll be nice to them because I don't want Vader to force choke me. So I'll
May
be
the
all right.
force be with you, Andrew Davis.
Now, see, those are people who are committed as well. I mean, I have a stormtrooper suit at home, of course, like you do, but I don't wear it into the parade like that.
Now, here's an interesting story about them. They promote children causes and put together fundraisers from a galaxy, let's say it together, far, far away.
Which is really tough to set up a fundraiser from another galaxy. It's really tough to organize times to meet.
They have about 30 people marching with them, and the squad leader is Gail Kicklighter. Okay, you know, I'm sure everybody can appreciate this next group. We had to use them for a little while at WSAV at the Royal Restrooms.
We did during our renovations.
Yes.
They were our friends. So
So if you got to go, you might as well go in a royal way.
Yes, and they are in royalty and royal attire today as well. So their scepters may be a little different than normal. Other than that,
they've been marching in the parade for the past 10 years, and they're celebrating 15 years of business.
I don't know if I want to know what the mascot's name is, though.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I dance with a toilet.
Yeah.
but that's anything on St. Patrick's Day. It's Johnny.
Oh,
you
it's
get
John,
it?
okay,
The John,
I get it.
Johnny.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank God. I don't want to know how Ariel knew that exactly.
Yeah,
though.
thanks a lot, Ariel. How did you know that? Did Dan really make that up?
Or did he know it? I think he knows it. Just,
But it makes sense, you know?
It would. We'll go with that.
We'll go with John.
Little band action from Lucky Savannah Vacation Rentals here.
They look like they're on a vacation.
They really do.
Let's take a listen to the band.
The good thing about that band is you can't tell which guys are wearing their real hair and which ones are wearing wigs.
They're known as Monkey Man. It's actually a 6-person band. We love to hear the live music during the parade.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great thing. You know, I want to give a shout out to former Savannah Mayor Edna Jackson, who's watching us right now. She wanted us to say hello.
Oh, good.
So hello.
Hello, Edna. Good to see you. Thanks for watching.
Actually, she can see us, but we can't see
I know.
her.
Well, I always think that. You know, I tell people that. They're like, can you see? No. But I try to tell them that sometimes. So they think we're watching.
Thanks for watching, Edna.
Rooftop, baby. We're the rooftop band.
You know, we're winding down.
We are.
We see the adjutant staff, the Savannah St. Patrick's Day adjutant and his staff.
In their golf
up.
carts ready to clean up the streets.
Of course. So that means we're nearing the end of the parade. This is the very end.
Yeah, usually the adjutant and their staff are the last ones to wrap up the parade, make sure everything goes well.
Before the street sweepers, of course.
Of course, right.
But we do have the Roush family along with the adjutant staff. Mike Roush Sr. is a past adjutant, and Mike Roush Jr. is the current executive commissioner. And of course, the adjutants have been a part of this parade every year, and they're a huge part of this parade and keeping everything in order.
Yeah, and don't the adjutants eventually, a lot of those end up becoming grand marshals or connected somehow, I know. So it's the job you do as you get to the next level, I
Exactly.
believe. So. Those folks are still just having, kids don't look as happy as they should with the band playing and the...
They're tired.
They might be.
It's been a long day.
It's early still, though. They got a whole lot of parade left.
It's early, but think about it. They probably started early in the wee hours of the morning, getting the float ready, getting on the float. They had to stand at the,
that is true.
The starting point. And now we're winding it down here at our location because, of course, the parade goes down to Broughton Street and then Bay Street. And so we still have a little ways to go.
They've got a few more time on that one.
They're catching their second wind.
Yes, they always go, when does the parade end? And I said, I don't think it ever ends.
No.
So I think that's what it comes down to.
Yes, we are on the air. Yes, right now. Come on up here, Lisa Hubbs. Come on up here. The stairs are there. Anything can happen in Lafayette Square.
It's
we love
Lafayette
to talk
Square
to
live
people.
TV,
It
everybody.
is live
That's what
TV.
goes on.
We're going to have you sit down here in this seat.
Sit right there, Lisa.
I'm not Lisa.
You're
You're
not
not
Lisa.
Lisa.
Well, you have a Hobbs.
Okay. Okay, what's your name? Your name is Sally. Sally, and now you have a shout out. The mic is up, Ariel, but let's
Okay.
use this because
Let's
I
use
think
that.
that this
I think
microphone.
that's the mic that may be working.
Hello?
There
This
you go.
microphone is working. Let's
So
get you to put
that-
this on.
Yeah, you have to take your. I'm sorry, you have to take your bow off. But
Okay.
we'll
Now
slide
let's
that
get
up a
this
little
to your
bit.
mouth. Okay. Now, what's your name again?
My name is Sally.
Sally, okay.
I am from Chattanooga, Tennessee. 10 years ago, we came to Savannah to celebrate our friend Lisa Hobbs' 50th birthday.
Wow.
This year, and she knew we were all coming. This year, we came to celebrate her 60th birthday.
Good for you guys.
And she knew nothing about it. So it was a surprise.
Oh, wow.
And we have 22 people here.
This is
celebrating
wonderful.
it.
A wonderful surprise with a couple of 100,000 people.
That's right.
Of your closest friends
Of
now.
her closest friends, of course. But her birthday is on St. Patty's Day.
Well-
So she is an Irish princess.
Aw.
Happy birthday,
That's
Lisa.
lovely. Happy birthday, Lisa.
Thank you so much for sharing that story. We
Appreciate
appreciate that.
Sure.
And welcome back to Savannah.
Yes.
Well, thank
don't,
you.
Don't take 10 years in between your next trip.
Well,
okay?
we don't plan on it.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank you so much.
Wrapping up the parade right here with the Roush family that Kim was talking about earlier, finishing up. And then the adjutant, Mike Roush Sr. is a past adjutant. Mike Roush Jr. is a current executive committee member. Jay Burke, if you're wondering, is the 2019 parade adjutant. And here come some of the firefighters. There's our mobile production truck right there. In case you wanted to see what that looks
Shout
like.
out to our
Hey,
mobile
shout
truck.
out to our mobile truck. We appreciate it. Everybody gets a shout out today. I believe this is the finishing of the Roush family here. And we got Lisa's 60th birthday in. Anybody else that we should shout out to that we've missed so far?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'll remember after we're off air, but that was such a sweet thing to do. A surprise 60th birthday party. Once again, happy early birthday, Lisa. I'm sure she's having a blast.
Oh, I think she's having a good time. So.
And then to have a shout out on TV to boot.
Yes, and I hope Rachel's having a good time. She's walking. We didn't get a chance to get a good look at her earlier.
Speaking of Rachel, she's supposed to meet me here in Lafayette Square when the parade ends. I wonder how that's working out for her.
Hopefully well, so we'll see. I didn't see her kissing any soldiers yet.
And that's a good
so
thing.
That's a good thing. We're happy about that. These are the guys with maybe the toughest job in the parade. Because you have to get through, everybody's finished with all the enjoyment of it, and you've got to clean the streets afterwards to make sure it's set to go. So,
and you know what? That brings to mind the fact that whatever you bring, please take it with you.
Absolutely.
You know, if you're opening up cans and food and plates, put them in the receptacles if you can't find one. Hopefully people brought their own bags and they can take their trash with them. The folks here in the city of Savannah have a huge undertaking in getting this place cleaned and looking nice for tomorrow.
For tomorrow, because we got to leave just pretty as ever in Savannah.
This is a good time to take a break.
We'll be right back.
And welcome back to our live coverage of the 195th annual Savannah St. Patrick's Day Parade. A beautiful day here in Lafayette Square. We're winding things down. We just saw the promo with Jeopardy Alex Trebek. Well, here's our very own
Alex Trebek.
Who knew?
Kyle Dennis.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun out there, and it was great to have some kids as contestants too, and just God, everyone's having such a great time.
Everybody got stuff right too.
Yeah,
That was what I was impressed with.
we had planned to give kind of the good prize if you won, and you'd still get maybe some beads or something. Everyone got the
Ran out of
top
prizes.
prize. We ran out of prizes.
And you know what? It's so funny because the last question that you asked, we had no idea.
Yeah.
We were like, what?
No
what was
clue.
the answer again?
No clue.
I actually didn't know that one either. Dan, our producer, gave me the list of questions. I never knew that was called a cloverleaf. It was the first time I heard that.
Okay, so we're going through our favorite moments of this year's parade.
And there were a lot of them.
So many, too many. Well,
we
this
had
was
to
one of
choose
them.
some.
I think this one, for me,
Oh.
kind of takes the cake. The guys from Hampton University or Hampton, Virginia.
Hampton, Virginia,
Yeah, my
yeah.
kids went to Hampton University.
Right.
Different. But this group from Hampton, Virginia, they brought the house down.
They were awesome, and they had more applause than anybody else from this entire time. They were fantastic.
And you
Guys
see why.
and girls, let's be right here too. There's some
Exactly.
ladies in there too.
Hopefully we see the move where they drop down into that split.
Right there.
remember?
There it is.
Yep. And then this is, of course, my favorite. Kim didn't care for this at all. The Jenkins High School Marching Band. Kim was able to tolerate the fact that they were on TV for a little while. But
You know, this is my high school, my alma mater. Have to give my high school a shout out. But they did a fabulous.
They
I know
really
people
did.
think I'm biased, but they were great.
They were.
Well, wait,
the-
you are biased.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
can
even a
just
question.
a little bit, but yeah, they were great.
But you were
They were
right
great.
about this one. And that's always my favorite part is the marching bands because I'm a musician. I
You are a musician.
I play piano, of course, but I played the clarinet in band, so I always love to see the
You don't
dance.
just play the piano. You played the piano for Barry Manilow, sir.
You know, I was not going to bring that up, but now that you mention it, that is true.
We knew it would come up eventually.
Absolutely, it would show up someplace. But all the bands really did bring it.
They
That was
did.
some of the best bands I've heard since we've been on the air, top to bottom. Everybody was great.
And of course, Georgia Southern University is getting a new president. We
Yep.
met the new president, Marrero, a few moments ago. Dr. Marrero, outgoing Shelly Nichols was also in the parade, along with the cheerleaders.
And Freedom.
Freedom. Oh, there he is, Freedom,
Right
with
there.
Steve Hine. There on the
Yeah.
screen, a lot of cadets. Unfortunately, Gus is not here today, but for a very good reason. He's in New Orleans.
He's in New Orleans in the basketball tournament, so we're hoping they're going to go all the way and end up in the NCAAs. So that is the goal on that one. But they did a great job, Georgia Southern, starting an Irish Studies program, so we have to give them a little extra love today.
That's right. And of course, our Irish community here in Savannah. On this day, we keep saying that everyone is Irish.
That's right.
It doesn't matter.
Including
where you're
Natalie
from.
O. Hendricks.
Yeah,
out on
that's
the
her new
street there.
name.
Natalie, what was your favorite part of the day? Little technical issue with Natalie, I think. I think she loved it all.
Yeah, I think that she's trying to get everything together, so
Yes.
it's just so much.
It's her thoughts are so much.
There's
when
so
she's
many
dancing
things. You
that
can't
much.
pick just one.
With more than 300 entries, of course, there are a lot of favorites. But, I think one of my
But I am
most favorite
beat.
moments
And I'm trying to
was
think,
having...
okay, if I had
Oh, we
There
have
she is.
Natalie.
We have Natalie?
these girls, and they said all of it. And I know that they watched me dance, but I ended up going to the Bahamas a little bit today, thanks to the great folks from the Crab Shack, the Junkanoo. Well, let me tell you, I danced and danced and danced, and I have never been so out of breath. I love them each and every year that they come here, but I'm going to have to tell you, I need to go out there and eat some crab legs at the Crab Shack as much as I dance, because I got my workout on today. So it's been a beautiful day. I've had a great time once again on the street. And you guys had a great time too? Are you going to be back next year?
Daddy told my dad, but if he does, I'm sorry.
Okay. You guys said you just didn't like the loud noises.
It was so much fun.
But did you like seeing me dance? Yeah! Because they were dancing right along with me. So we're going to be back there, and I will be back, but I'll definitely be working out now and then to make sure that I'm in shape for Junkanoo St. Patrick's Day Parade. So back to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot,
I
Natalie.
think they were prompted a little bit on that one. I don't know about the Natalie dancing thing,
It's funny. Her legs feel okay right now. Let's wait until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now, of course, tomorrow is the big Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade.
We'll be there.
We'll be there. What is it? Weather looks good. About the same as today.
About the
right?
same as today. If you're liking the weather today, you'll love it tomorrow because it's more of the same.
And we just saw Andrew Davis passing out beads from last year's parade. And it's a great parade. It's a little different than Savannah's parade.
It is. Savannah's about the party and the event to it. Hilton Head's about the families and the enjoyment of the parade. I think about 25 to 30,000 people show up. It gets bigger every year. I love them both in different ways, but it's a great time to do both of them, too. If you live in Savannah, you want a good break, just go over to Hilton Head and enjoy that parade if you can't get enough parade out there. I think everybody's going to be there to enjoy it, too.
And folks will have a good time meeting this year's parade Grand Marshal, David Lauderdale, whose son, who lives in Brooklyn, and his brand new grandbaby will be down for the parade. He said it takes him being the Grand Marshal for them to come down and see him, but they'll all be marching in the parade tomorrow. Great guy.
Great, really good guy. I got a chance to meet him, to really enjoy the fact, and he loves the fact he was Grand Marshal, lived there 40 years. That opportunity is incredible for him. Parade starts at 3 on the south end, so you probably want to get there about 2:30.
Yeah, he said that it was like a dream come true for him. But enough of that. Let's get to that tomorrow. Today, though, let's take a look at some of the best moments from this morning's parade.
Thanks so much for having us as part of your St. Patrick's Day today. Enjoy these best moments. Kim Gusby, thank you for letting me be part of your parade as
thank
well.
you. This was fabulous, as always. And we'll see you back here next year, Kyle Dennis, for...
Thanks for having me up on the desk.
196.
You get a bead.
You get a bead.
You get a bead,
Congratulations
just
to
one.
WSAV bead. Maybe a water bottle if you're lucky.
I'll take one. I think we're out of them now.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
This WSAV special presentation has been brought to you by Mike Costello, Duncan, and Creekfire RV Resort and Campground.